Ladies and gentlemen, it's a tragedy to live in a world filled with opportunity but remain blind to its possibilities. Today, I want to expose a silent thief that has been robbing many of you of your dreams, your potential, and your success. That thief is ignorance. Ignorance is not just a lack of information, it is a refusal to grow, a neglect of knowledge, and an indifference to understanding. Success is not a mystery, it is governed by laws and principles. But how can you obey principles that you do not know? Imagine a farmer who plants seeds but does not understand the seasons. He waters when he should let the soil rest and expects a harvest in the winter. His ignorance blocks the success of his labor. Many of you are that farmer in life. You are working hard but without wisdom. The truth is this: your ignorance has been creating invisible barriers around your destiny. The opportunities you prayed for may have already appeared, but without the right knowledge, you didn't recognize them. You walked past doors that were open, thinking they were walls. Let me be clear, God did not design you to fail. He created you with purpose, but purpose demands understanding. Ignorance keeps you trapped in cycles of mediocrity, fear, and frustration because it blinds you to the tools and resources available to you. You may ask, how do I overcome this ignorance? The answer is simple: seek knowledge. Not just information, but understanding. The first step to wisdom is admitting that you don't know what you don't know. Stay curious. Stay teachable. The world belongs to those who understand how it works. Whatever field you are in, whether it's business, education, or ministry, you must study the principles that govern success in that area. Don't wait for someone to hand you the answers. Pursue wisdom as if your life depends on it, because it does. I want to remind you that failure is not final, but it is often a symptom of ignorance. Every time you fail, ask yourself, what didn't I know? What principle did I ignore? When you learn, failure becomes a stepping stone, not a stopping point. I challenge you today to make a decision. Refuse to let ignorance steal one more day of your destiny. Your success is waiting, but it requires you to take responsibility for your growth. Break free from the chains of ignorance and step into the fullness of your potential. Because when you know better, you do better. And when you do better, success is inevitable. Ignorance is often misunderstood as merely the absence of information, but it runs much deeper than that. It is not just about what you don't know, it's about failing to seek understanding and refusing to apply the knowledge available to you. In today's world, information is everywhere. We are surrounded by resources, books, mentors, and experiences that could teach us what we need to know. Yet, ignorance persists because it is rooted in neglect, complacency, and sometimes pride. Having information is not enough. It is the proper understanding and application of that information that unlocks success. Think of it this way: a person might own a car manual, yet without reading or applying what it says, they won't be able to maintain or operate the vehicle effectively. In the same way, life presents us with principles, opportunities, and lessons, but if we fail to engage with them, ignorance prevails and success remains out of reach. Ignorance also blocks clarity and limits vision. When you don't understand a matter deeply, you can't make informed decisions, and you'll end up wandering through life without purpose or direction. This is why ignorance is so dangerous. It doesn't just leave you unaware, it actively sabotages your ability to move forward. It breeds fear, confusion, and stagnation, preventing you from stepping into your full potential. The remedy to ignorance is intentional learning. It is a commitment to growth and openness to correction, and a willingness to ask the hard questions. Only by confronting our own ignorance can we begin to replace it with wisdom, and only through wisdom can we truly achieve success. What you don't know has the power to limit you, harm you, and even derail your progress in life. There is a common misconception that ignorance provides safety or bliss, but the reality is far from it. Ignorance is not an escape from consequences, it is an invitation to them. When you lack knowledge, you are vulnerable to making decisions that lead to failure, pain, or missed opportunities. Think about it: if you were walking through a forest filled with hidden traps and dangerous paths, your survival would depend on your knowledge of the terrain. Without that understanding, every step you take could lead to harm. Life operates on the same principle. Every sphere of life, whether it's relationships, finances, health, or personal growth, is governed by principles. If you are unaware of these principles, you inadvertently work against them, often to your detriment. Consider finances as an example. If someone doesn't understand the principles of budgeting, saving, and investing, their ignorance can lead to debt, stress, and financial instability. Similarly, in relationships, not knowing how to communicate effectively can cause unnecessary conflict and even destroy bonds that could have been meaningful and fulfilling. Ignorance also blinds you to opportunities. You might have the skills, talents, or resources to succeed, but without the knowledge of how to use them, they remain dormant. What you don't know about your own potential or about the systems that govern success in your field can keep you stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. The truth is, knowledge equips you to navigate life with confidence and clarity. It doesn't just inform your decisions, it empowers them. What you know creates a foundation for wise choices, and those choices shape your future. On the other hand, what you don't know can leave you vulnerable to manipulation, setbacks, and missed chances to grow. The solution is to prioritize learning and seek wisdom intentionally. It is not enough to passively absorb information. You must actively pursue understanding and apply it to your life. Only then can you protect yourself from the pitfalls of ignorance and harness the power of knowledge to create a life of purpose and success. Your potential is like a seed with the capacity to grow into something extraordinary, but without knowing your purpose, it remains dormant. Purpose gives direction to your abilities, turning potential into action and results. When you don't understand why you are here or what you are meant to do, your energy is scattered and your efforts lack focus. Awareness of your purpose is the key to unlocking your gifts and talents. It provides clarity, motivation, and a sense of fulfillment. Without it, you may work hard but never achieve the impact you're capable of. Discover your purpose, and your potential will no longer remain untapped. It will flourish and transform not just your life, but the lives of others. Ignorance creates a fertile ground for fear and doubt to take root and control your decisions. When you lack knowledge or understanding about a situation, your mind fills the gap with uncertainty and worst-case scenarios. This fear often paralyzes you, causing you to hesitate or avoid taking necessary action. Doubt, fueled by ignorance, whispers that you're not capable or prepared, even when the reality might be different. For example, if you're unfamiliar with a new opportunity, fear of failure or rejection might stop you from pursuing it. Ignorance clouds your perception, making challenges seem insurmountable and risks appear greater than they are. This mindset leads to missed opportunities, procrastination, and a reliance on safety over growth. On the other hand, knowledge empowers confidence. When you understand what you're facing and equip yourself with the right tools and information, fear diminishes and doubt loses its grip. You can make decisions boldly and move forward with clarity, knowing that even challenges are opportunities for growth. Eliminating ignorance is essential to breaking free from the cycle of fear and doubt, allowing you to live a life driven by purpose and courage rather than hesitation and uncertainty. Wisdom is not simply a result of time or experience, but rather the outcome of a deliberate pursuit of truth and knowledge. It starts when we choose to seek deeper understanding and clarity, rejecting superficial answers in favor of uncovering the core principles that guide our lives. The pursuit of truth requires curiosity, an open mind, and the willingness to question established beliefs and assumptions. It involves a constant effort to differentiate between what is real and what is false, what is helpful and what is harmful. True wisdom arises when we apply what we've learned in meaningful ways, using knowledge not just to accumulate facts but to shape our lives, decisions, and relationships. It is not enough to simply gather information. It is the ability to interpret, analyze, and act upon that knowledge with insight and discernment. Wisdom helps us understand the deeper meaning of our experiences and the lessons they hold. When you pursue knowledge with purpose, you begin to see the world more clearly. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming become opportunities for growth, and decisions that once felt uncertain become rooted in clarity and understanding. The pursuit of truth is an ongoing process, one that doesn't end with acquiring information, but continues as we refine our understanding and integrate it into our lives. In this pursuit, there is no final destination. Knowledge is ever expanding, and wisdom comes from the humility to admit that there is always more to learn. It is the commitment to live a life of learning, to continuously refine our understanding, and to apply that wisdom in a way that brings positive impact to ourselves and the world around us. Every failure in life, whether large or small, often has its roots in something we didn't know or understand at the time. These failures aren't just random occurrences or signs of bad luck. They usually stem from gaps in knowledge, missed opportunities for learning, or misapplications of what we did know. When you face a challenge without the proper understanding, you make decisions based on incomplete information, and those decisions often lead to setbacks or mistakes. In many cases, the difference between success and failure lies in how well we understand the situation at hand. For example, a business owner may fail because they didn't fully grasp the principles of financial management or market demand. A student may struggle because they didn't understand the foundational concepts before moving on to more complex material. These gaps in knowledge create a misalignment between intention and execution, which leads to failure. Failures are not simply indicators of personal shortcomings. They often highlight areas where we need to grow. They reveal what we don't know or understand and give us the opportunity to learn from those shortcomings. The key to overcoming failure is recognizing that it is often a teacher, guiding us toward the areas in our lives where we need more knowledge or greater clarity. Failure can serve as a powerful motivator to seek out the wisdom we lack. Instead of seeing failure as something to be feared or avoided, we can view it as a necessary step in the process of learning and growth. By identifying the knowledge or understanding we missed, we can improve our skills, adapt our strategies, and move forward with a deeper, more informed perspective. The key is to embrace failure as a tool for education and to recognize that the road to success is paved with the lessons learned from past mistakes. Success is not a matter of luck or chance. It requires purposeful, deliberate effort. You don't accidentally find your way to greatness. It demands intentional learning, growth, and discipline. Every successful person in any field has consciously committed themselves to acquiring the knowledge, skills, and experience necessary to excel. They did not wait for opportunities to present themselves or for success to randomly come their way. They created their own success by actively pursuing it. The pursuit of success involves more than just working hard. It requires working smart. It's about understanding the principles that govern your field, learning from those who have succeeded before you, and continuously improving your abilities. Whether through formal education, self-study, mentorship, or experience, learning is at the heart of every success story. Intentional learning means being proactive. It's about seeking out knowledge, challenging your own assumptions, and not being satisfied with surface-level understanding. Greatness is built on a foundation of knowledge and wisdom, and that foundation can only be laid by a commitment to learning. Every failure, setback, or obstacle along the way can be seen as an opportunity to learn. The key is not to view these challenges as insurmountable roadblocks, but as stepping stones that lead you closer to your goals. By approaching every experience with a mindset of growth, you ensure that you are always learning, always improving, and always one step closer to success. Greatness is intentional. It's a product of focused effort and a willingness to constantly evolve. No one stumbles into success without the drive to grow and the determination to learn. To achieve greatness, you must embrace the journey of intentional learning, recognizing that each step forward brings you closer to the success you desire. Ignorance creates a veil that prevents you from seeing the opportunities that surround you. When you lack knowledge or awareness, even the most obvious chances for growth, success, or fulfillment can go unnoticed. Opportunities don't always present themselves in the way we expect. And sometimes they require a certain level of understanding to recognize. Without that understanding, you may overlook or misinterpret situations that could have propelled you forward. For example, someone might be in a career they're dissatisfied with, but they're unaware of the skills or qualifications that could lead to a better job or a new field. They might not realize that their talents align with emerging industries or that their network could open doors if only they knew how to leverage it. Ignorance of the possibilities and potential around them keeps them stuck, unable to recognize the wealth of opportunity just within reach. Similarly, ignorance can prevent you from seeing the value in relationships, partnerships, or even personal growth opportunities. You might be unaware of a key connection that could help you achieve your goals, or you may not see how investing time in self-improvement could lead to significant change. In these cases, ignorance doesn't just blind you to what's available, it limits your ability to act on it, leaving you feeling frustrated or stuck. The truth is, opportunities are not always obvious, and they often require you to recognize them with insight, understanding, and knowledge. When you gain awareness, you begin to see beyond the surface and understand the true value of what's in front of you. You start to notice patterns, connections, and resources that you might have missed before. By actively seeking knowledge and staying curious, you open yourself up to the countless opportunities that are always available, but hidden behind the blindness of ignorance. In this way, ignorance not only limits your ability to see potential opportunities, it actively keeps you from taking advantage of them. Only through knowledge, awareness, and understanding can you break free from this blindness and step confidently into the world of possibilities waiting for you. Eliminating ignorance is not a passive process. It requires an active commitment to growth and self-improvement. To overcome the limitations of ignorance, you must first cultivate discipline. Discipline is the ability to stay focused on your goal of learning and growth, even when it's difficult or inconvenient. It means setting aside time each day to study, to reflect, and to improve. It's about making the pursuit of knowledge a priority and sticking to it, even when distractions arise or when the process feels challenging. Without discipline, the desire for knowledge can easily fade and ignorance will remain unchallenged. Next, you must nurture curiosity. Curiosity is the driving force that propels you to ask questions, explore new ideas, and seek deeper understanding. It pushes you to go beyond what you already know and to discover what you don't. Curiosity opens the doors to new opportunities and perspectives, helping you recognize things you might have missed. Without curiosity, you might be content with the limited knowledge you have, but true growth comes when you continually push yourself to explore the unknown, to ask questions that challenge your current understanding, and to seek answers even when they require effort and time. You must develop a teachable spirit. This means embracing humility and recognizing that there is always something new to learn, no matter how much you think you know. A teachable spirit is open to feedback, willing to learn from others, and eager to apply new insights. It means being receptive to correction and being open to the fact that your current understanding may not be the best or most accurate. Those who are teachable are always growing because they are open to new ideas and are not afraid to adjust their views when presented with better knowledge. Together, discipline, curiosity, and a teachable spirit create the foundation for eliminating ignorance. They empower you to consistently seek knowledge, to challenge your assumptions, and to grow in understanding. With these qualities, you can break free from the limitations that ignorance imposes and unlock your potential for success, personal growth, and deeper fulfillment. These are not just one-time actions, they must become habits that you nurture every day. Eliminating ignorance is not a passive process. It requires an active commitment to growth and self-improvement. To overcome the limitations of ignorance, you must first cultivate discipline. Discipline is the ability to stay focused on your goal of learning and growth, even when it's difficult or inconvenient. It means setting aside time each day to study, to reflect, and to improve. It's about making the pursuit of knowledge a priority and sticking to it, even when distractions arise or when the process feels challenging. Without discipline, the desire for knowledge can easily fade, and ignorance will remain unchallenged. Next, you must nurture curiosity. Curiosity is the driving force that propels you to ask questions, explore new ideas, and seek deeper understanding. It pushes you to go beyond what you already know and to discover what you don't. Curiosity opens the doors to new opportunities and perspectives, helping you recognize things you might have missed. Without curiosity, you might be content with the limited knowledge you have, but true growth comes when you continually push yourself to explore the unknown, to ask questions that challenge your current understanding, and to seek answers even when they require effort and time. You must develop a teachable spirit. This means embracing humility and recognizing that there is always something new to learn, no matter how much you think you know. A teachable spirit is open to feedback, willing to learn from others, and eager to apply new insights. It means being receptive to correction and being open to the fact that your current understanding may not be the best or most accurate. Those who are teachable are always growing because they are open to new ideas and are not afraid to adjust their views when presented with better knowledge. Together, discipline, curiosity, and a teachable spirit create the foundation for eliminating ignorance. They empower you to consistently seek knowledge, to challenge your assumptions, and to grow in understanding. With these qualities, you can break free from the limitations that ignorance imposes and unlock your potential for success, personal growth, and deeper fulfillment. These are not just one-time actions, they must become habits that you nurture every day. Root transformation begins when you make a conscious decision to align your life with principles that are proven to lead to success and fulfillment. It's not enough to wish for change or hope for things to get better. Real transformation happens when you commit to understanding and living by the timeless principles that govern personal growth, achievement, and well-being. These principles are universal. They apply to everyone, regardless of circumstances, and they provide a solid foundation upon which to build lasting change. Living by principles requires discipline and consistency. It means making choices that align with values such as integrity, responsibility, perseverance, and wisdom. These principles guide your actions, shape your decisions, and influence your relationships. When you commit to living by them, you stop reacting to life and start actively shaping your future. The transformation you seek doesn't come from external circumstances. It starts within you with the decision to adopt these principles as the framework for your life. Principles are not just abstract ideas, they are practical tools that help you navigate challenges and make better decisions. For example, the principle of hard work teaches you that consistent effort will bring results, while the principle of patience reminds you that success takes time. The principle of gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a mindset that attracts positivity. When you commit to living by these principles, you open yourself up to a new way of thinking and behaving that aligns with the life you want to create. True transformation is not about quick fixes or temporary changes. It's about making permanent shifts in how you think, act, and live. When you consistently apply principles that work, the results become evident in every area of your life. Your mindset changes, your actions change, and your outcomes change. You begin to experience a deeper sense of peace, purpose, and fulfillment because you are living in harmony with the laws that govern success. To commit to these principles means you are willing to learn, grow, and adapt. It requires the courage to change old habits, to let go of limiting beliefs, and to step into a new way of thinking and living. The beauty of this transformation is that it's available to everyone. By embracing principles that work, you unlock the potential within you to create lasting change, build the life you desire, and inspire others to do the same. The path to success, personal growth, and transformation is not found through shortcuts or mere chance. It is found in the deliberate pursuit of knowledge, the commitment to living by timeless principles, and the consistent application of those principles in our everyday lives. Ignorance, fear, and doubt may try to hold us back, but by cultivating discipline, curiosity, and a teachable spirit, we can break free from these limitations. True transformation starts with a conscious decision to know, embrace, and live by the principles that lead to a purposeful, fulfilled life. The power to change, to grow, and to succeed lies within us all, but it requires intentional effort, learning, and action. When we align ourselves with these guiding principles, we unlock our full potential and step into the greatness that is already within us. So, let us commit today not to wait for success to come, but to actively pursue it through the wisdom, knowledge, and principles that will guide us to the lives we are meant to lead.